what it's like. Your blood like a winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold and lonely light shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think the fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know that I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could hope to win. You're standing down the road and leaving me again with the threats you made were meant to cut me down. If my love was a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing better than I ever did, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Feeling like a true survivor, looking like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Right Here with Tony Moore, live from Southwest London. Yes, as was Ian noticed, a little bit tardy. I don't have a note, but I do have an excuse. Nice to see so many people here. I'm back. It's Friday night. And last night, some of you will have caught my unannounced, unexpected, and very light test stream. Very late test stream. Basically, I'm using a different software interface in order that I can stream this show simultaneously across 3 different platforms. So, the regulars, you will be watching me right now on Facebook. And I think most of you are watching on Facebook. Hi, Tots. Sending you lots of love and a big hug. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mo. Hello, Rania. Hey, Sarah. Janice, of course. Tamsin. Spiros. Mo, yes. So last night it all kind of worked quite effectively, and it should have worked quite effectively tonight, but it didn't for some reason. So I don't know quite why that is. I'd had it all set up earlier. I just restarted everything, but as you can see, I was only mildly panicking, just running around just a tiny little bit. I've got so many different screens to look at. I don't know where to look at first. But the interesting thing is that I am currently live on Twitch, and I don't know if I've got anyone watching me live on Twitch. I'm going to just check. Yes, I have a massive 1 person watching, which I suspect is actually just me watching myself, which is all a bit spooky, isn't it? And then on YouTube, I am live on YouTube. Or am I live on YouTube? I'm meant to be live on YouTube. I don't know how I get to see where I'm live on YouTube. Maybe. Yes, there I am. I'm live on YouTube. I click that, and all of the chat is coming from the Facebook page, which is quite good. That's all right. Don't think anyone's watching on YouTube. But people might join in a little while. Anyway, the idea is to try and get more people to watch. Now, you could all do your bit for making Right Here with Tony Moore great again. by sharing. So if you wouldn't mind popping down to the little share button and just giving it a share, costs nothing, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. And I've been watching some of these late night streams on Twitch, and although quite a few of them have reasonably low numbers, some of them have like crazy numbers, like 20, 30,000 people watching. They're mainly DJs. DJing, right? So it's a nice mood. I get it. But anyway, so I'm aiming to get up to about 20 or 30,000. When I first started, I would have been excited to get 100. But no, I've set my sights a little higher, ladies and gentlemen. Who else is here? Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. You saw the test stream, but afterwards, didn't you? You caught up with that late, because it was very late over here. Hello, Patty. Sending lots of love to you and a big hug. I love you, Patty. I haven't spoken to you for ages. I hope you're okay. I'm being busy. Olvina, I've got a request for you. You put a request in the request box, and there's one for you. Oh, yes, we've got... I know the one person who's watching on Twitch. That'll be Rania. Good stuff. Right. All right. So, yes, I did start a little bit late, and it's a little bit... It's not. I know what I'm going to do, but I'm being a little bit more freeform about this evening as I'm getting back into things. Yes, Sarah, time to start DJing. Absolutely. Olvina, you asked for some Supertramp, and I think that's a good call myself. I do love Supertramp, so I'm going to play your request. You asked for Take the Long Way Home. Oh, hello. Don't want to do that. You asked for the Take the Long Way Home, and that is what I'm going to be doing, taking the long way home with all of you today. So this is my version. So you think you're a Romeo, you play a part in the picture show. We'll take the long way home, I'll take the long way home. But you're the joke of the neighborhood, why should you care if you're feeling good? We'll take the long way home, we'll take the long way home. But there are times that you feel that you're part of the scenery. Oh, the greenery coming down, and then your wife seems to think that you're part of the furniture. Oh, it's peculiar. She used to be so nice. When lonely days turn to lonely nights, you take a trip to the city lights and take the long way home, take the long way home. You never see what you want to see, forever playing to the gallery. We'll take the long way home, we'll take the long way home. When you're up on the stage, it's so unbelievable, oh, unforgettable, how they adore you. But then your wife seems to think that you're losing your sanity. Oh, calamity. Is there no way out? Does it feel that your life's become a catastrophe? Oh, it has to be for you to grow. And when you look through the years and see what you might have been, oh, what you could have been, if you'd have had more time. So when the day comes to settle down, who's to blame if you're not around? You take the long way home. 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 And take the long way home. Hey, Michelle and Bucket in the house. Rock and roll. Hey. Hey, Emma Ridgway. Nice to see you. Love those bass notes. Good choice of it. They are good bass notes, aren't they? I love syncopated piano. Yes, you can't go wrong with about a bit of syncopation. Sounding good in Twitch as well. That's fantastic. Good. Well, I'm working my way to take over the world as best I can. I'm going to do a couple more tunes, and then we're going to have a little bit of music from Burbank, and then I'm going to go over to the acoustic guitar zone. As you can see, I've got a slightly new setup. In fact, it's I've refreshed a few things because I had to create a whole new environment in which to be able to do this TriCast situation. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll go over to the piano room because we haven't been there today. So let's go and have a quick look and see what is happening in piano room. Hello. This is good, isn't it? Thank you, Spiros Malaris, for helping create these wonderful imaginary spaces inside my mind palace. Michelle and Dave, I love you guys very much. It was so good to see you the other night. I can't wait to hear more about the record and talk to you about what you're doing and whatever you need, vocals, keyboards, anything you like about Hammond. Well, there's a grand piano. There wouldn't be an organ in it, would there? Right, so this is my take on a classic. I've only done it once before, and I hope I can remember it. I mean, the chorus we all know. There's a middle bit that goes off the chart a tiny bit. So this is for all of you. Love you. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains that are growing like a breeze. Well, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, Midas lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine and a teardrop in my eye. Well, country roads and take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear a voice in the morning hours. The radio reminds me of my home far, far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been here yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Country mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country road, to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, country roads, country roads, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads. Thank you, Emma. There's a couple of odd moments in there. If I ever had any time to rehearse, I'd be dangerous. But you could have some fun, haven't you? You're sensing a bit of a theme. I'm still standing. Take the long way home. Country roads. Yes, there's a lot of movement in these first three songs. Can I get a bonus request of all the ways of missing you again? So many ways of missing you, Alvina. I think I could throw that in there, of course. The ghost keeps pressing the heart, reacts again. Margaret, my resident spook, loves you too. Oh, hello. Has the piano moved? Did you move it when you were hoovering? Yes, I think I did. I think the piano's moved a bit, maybe. I've had to recreate everything again, by the way, in my technological world. The originals are all still there, but in order to transmit this via different technology, I've had to kind of set it up and kind of a new start again with different outputs because they're going to different places. So anyway, that's what I've done. Right, let me see. I've got one more song and then we're going to see some Burbank. So this is an original tune after three covers to start off with. This is a track called This Is My Vigil. No, it isn't. It's called This Vigil Is Mine. Oh, I should know that, shouldn't I? This comes from an album I released in 2005. A few people have got it. In fact, Alvina, you've got it, haven't you? Because I think Eric bought it as a present for you, which is very nice from him. So you'll know this probably. Anyway, this is called This Vigil Is Mine. I'm standing in the cold wet rain because you've lost your way. I'm calling out your precious name 'cause everything is okay. And though the bitter wind is all I feel, I'll not move until I help you heal. I'm shining my light for you and fighting the fight for you. I'm constant in space and time. This vigil is mine. I'm visible across the seas, and I'm taller than the stars. I hold the universal keys to love's favorite fast cars, and I will drive across eternity to pick you up and bring you back to me. I'm shining my light for you and fighting the fight for you. I'm constant in space and time. This vigil is mine. I'm burning so bright for you. I know that I'm right for you. My soul and yours intertwine. This vigil is mine. I know the dark obscured your heart's view. Don't be afraid, I'm here to save you. I'm shining my light for you and fighting the fight for you. I'm constant in space and time. This vigil is mine. I'm burning so bright for you. I know that I'm right for you. My soul and yours intertwine. This vigil is mine. Oh, Alvina, you blocked a spammer. Well done. I don't know how a spammer gets into the works. Right, hey Diane, love you. Sending you lots of love. Right, I'm going to show you a bit of Burbank. We haven't seen them for ages, and some of you who've joined the show newly won't have seen them at all. But they're friends of mine, and they're from the West Country and not far from Swindon, and they're brilliant. And this was a night they did at the Bedford a year or two back. So whilst they're performing for you, I'm going to get my guitar set up. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, hello. That didn't work, did it? I'll be back in a few minutes.
Red dress, red lips, she's all that I need. Digress, reckless, you don't need to impress me. Well, I guess if I could wrap my head, then I would have achieved something that a million guys before me wouldn't see. She's dangerous, plays games with us, this is a crime scene. Broken hearts and broken dreams, and now she's broken me. Somebody call the police, somebody call the police. She's putting on a show. Somebody call the police, somebody call the police. She I've seen were broken hearts and broken dreams. And now she's broken me. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. Putting on a show. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. She won't let me go. She's out of my league. Something I've never seen. She has me stunned. Well, I've never seen hair so blonde. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. Putting on a show. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. She won't let me go. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. You're putting on a show. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. She won't let me go. No, no, no. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hello. I'm over here now. How are you? Oh, you can hear a bit of delay. Sorry, I got rid of the delay. I've got my kind of mixer extension hidden behind the curtain here. Right. So I've got a jacket that kind of matches the curtains, just a little bit. And I'm going to start with a song that I hadn't planned to do, but I think I will do it for Olvine again. But she heard it on the piano last night, but tonight I'm going to do it on the acoustic guitar. So this is So Many Ways of Missing You. Wake up every day with no one there to say, come on sleepyhead, you gotta get up. I make a pot of tea and then remember it's just me, and have to put away your favorite cup. And all the little things, they add up, and then it brings me down. Cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. I drive to work alone, I try to get into the zone, I can't concentrate on anything. And when I take a break, you're the call that I want to make, but I know the phone will just ring and ring and ring and ring. All the little things, they add up, then it brings me down. Cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, voices in my head telling me I've gotta let you go. Oh no, 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 'cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. 'Cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you, of missing you, of missing you. Thank you, one and all. I can hear the rapturous applause from all around the world. And let's have a little quick look. It's got behind the curtain here. And what have we got to go? Oh, it's a busy old room tonight. Don't forget, it's Friday night. I know lots of people are out, but you're very... Oh, this is very weird. My phone is doing the that thing where it translates what I'm saying into text, the subtext thing. So I'm watching myself talking. That's very bizarre. And now I'm talking about the thing that's talking about me and putting... I wonder if it gets embarrassed. I wonder if it interjects its own stuff. And it goes, hang on a minute, don't talk about me. You just carry on. My job is just to kind of take dictation and pop it up there for the people who might be hard of hearing or have got their volume turned down. Hey, Sarah Hills. Hey, everybody else. So, Spiros, yes. An assassin who's a bad shot. So many ways of missing you. Very good. What about the carpet? Actually, don't answer. No, I'm not going to answer that, Sarah Twist. Thank you very much indeed. It's good to be back, though. Hey, Ladies is watching. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi amiga Ladies in Estados Unidos. Yay! Te quiero muchísimo y te extraño. Y nos vemos un día, creer. Who else is in here? I got an email, all Google Earth, we can read maps right now. That's very good, Joe. Oh, yes, because we don't have a Wordplay Wednesday at the moment, do we? We were having it wasn't not a sartorial Saturday, but it was a something Saturday, wasn't it? Satirical Saturday. We have a Funny Friday. Let's just have Funny Friday. That's okay, isn't it? Puns still accepted. Right. What am I going to... I have no idea what I'm going to do for you now. I've lost the plot a bit. And also, I only printed out one set list, and I realised that I can't see it from where I'm standing. So I'm going to do this. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? But do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? But did would you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in the cage? Just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year, running over the same old ground. How we found the same old fears. I wish you were here. There we go. Almost a perfect version of Wish You Were Here from the Wish You Were Here album by Pink Floyd. Indeed. So, how many? Martin Hayes is joining. Hey, Martin, Linda. Sending you lots of love. Am I going to see? Are you coming up for Joe's gig? I'm sure you know about it, but Joe, on September the 24th, I think it is, we have a night with Joe at the Bedford. But very ticketed. So, everybody, in case you didn't know, we have relaunched the Bedford. We're one of the very few places that are able to put live music on again, which is both a crying shame that there are so many small venues that are unable to open for many reasons, but also a blessing that we still can make a little bit of a difference. And we've just done 2 weeks of live shows. Been wonderful experiences. We've socially distanced, we've sanitized, we have kept people sat at the tables, we've had artists at least 3 meters away from the front table. We've done all the things you have to do, and it's been a great success. And I know the Hills family came down in Spiros, and a lot of you were there on the first night and were watching on live online, and it's we're just hanging on by a thread. Hoping that the government doesn't go too crazy. I've read something really scary. I don't even want to talk about this stuff. But I did see a headline saying they're thinking about a 10 o'clock curfew across the country. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's leave that. Let's just talk about nice, happy, lovely, fluffy, pink, purple, rock and rolly kind of things. I think that's the thing to do. Hey, Andrew James Reynolds. Hey, how are you doing? Good to have you here with us. Thanks for joining the show. Thank you, Michelle. Sending you lots of love and big hugs. Right, okay. It's all going on in the chat room. I think I'm just gonna ignore that. Hey, Philip Chan, nice to see you back. Right, I'm gonna do another tune. This is another original song, and I'm gonna dedicate this one to Tamsin, because this used to be her favourite song, and I guess it's up there in the top 2 of favourite songs. And this one is called On My Own. I think I should remove the glasses for this and be a tiny bit more rock and roll. If you want to see the video of this, well, I'm sure Rania will post the link if you haven't already seen it. But it's I filmed it a year ago at the Bedford and in Balham. A beautiful sunny September day, just walking down the street. We did it in one take all the way, and didn't choreograph it or rehearse it, and lots of people played along unknowingly, making a wonderful contribution to the video. The traffic stopped at all the right places because I wasn't looking when I was crossing the road. I was so intent on the camera. my friend the camera. I hear words everywhere, and I know that it's you. You're trying to get through. There's something that you've got to share. I feel strength lift me high, and I'm closer to you. But what can I do? I don't want to say goodbye, and I try. Ooh, I try to be me. Without you, you see, and I try to find what is mine one day at a time, to show you that I can shine on my own, on my own. I see signs all around, letting me know you're not letting me go, just guiding me homeward bound. I taste life, and it's sweet, 'cause I know that you're there, you're always somewhere, and that makes my heart complete. And I try, ooh, I try to be me. Without you, you see, and I try show you that I can shine on my own, on my own, on my own, on my own. I hear you sing to me. That beautiful noise, that magical voice is telling me you are free. And I try, ooh, try to be me. Without you, you see. And I try, ooh, to find what is mine one day at a time, to show you that I can shine on my own. Thank you, everybody. Right, I'm going to put the acoustic guitar down for 1 second and pick up the electric guitar and do something that I haven't quite done where I am at the moment. Hang on a sec. Just going to put this behind the curtain. The Telecaster comes out. So we're going to rock it up a bit now. I think if my plans are all correct, I'm going to have to do something strange in a moment, but you'll forgive me. Visually strange. I hate it when the cables pull the in-ears out of my ears. So many of you know that in 1977 I was in a band called Iron Maiden. I was the keyboard player, and I stayed for quite a while, rehearsing and working on material, and most of the first album and a little bit of the second album. And we haven't got time to go into the story, but I left. We've stayed friends. It's all good. But I never got to record with the band. I left before they signed a deal. And so 4 years ago, was it 4 years ago? Anyway, 3 years ago, in 2017, to mark 40 years of my life in the music business, I wrote a piece of music called Made in 77, because coming to London and joining that band from Bristol really changed my life and started me on my career. It kind of made me. So I was made in 1977, but also the common way of describing that particular lineup was Maiden, like Iron Maiden, 77. So I've got an instrumental that I wrote and produced in the style of what I thought Iron Maiden of 1977 with a keyboard player might have been like. So all of the keyboard sounds on the recording come from instruments that wouldn't have existed if they'd come after 1977, if that makes sense. So try to make it as authentic as possible. So it's called Made in 77. I've got to have my invisible band for this, so excuse me one moment, and then we'll be off. Okay, we're going to go and see ILO in action right now, and then when we come back after that, we will be interviewing me.
This is what the song is this time. You can guess it. I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. Through it all, she offers me protection, not a love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. Down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, know that life will forsake me when I come to call. You won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. As the feeling grows, breathe flesh to my bones. And when love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. Down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know the love will break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. Down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life will break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
Wow, that was fantastic, wasn't it? ILO in action, doing her ILO-ness so beautifully, brilliantly, and effortlessly. Hello, Susan Althoff. Wow. Sending you lots of love and a big hug if you're still here as part of the stream. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, rather. My goodness, it's been ages. I hope you're very well. Yes, this is... by the way, for those of you who might have just joined me, this is stream number 137. Started on March the 24th, although at the beginning of July we did slow down a bit. We were doing every single night. Then I cut it back to 4 nights a week, and now it's about 2 nights a week because there's just been lots of other things happening in life, hasn't there, as we're trying to work out what's normal again. So let me get this chat thing on the top. So that's a very nice thing to Spiros. Apple cry, ice cream or apple pie, right? Oh, that's a good thing. And Chelsea, you want my jacket? No, this is all mine. I'm hanging on to this. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if there's anybody watching on alternative services. This is like being on the BBC. Oh, hello. Twitch seems to have frozen. No, it's back to life again. And there's a grand total of just 1 watching there as well. Obviously, Twitch needs a little bit of effort. And in YouTube, there's just 1 watching that as well. How depressing. Well, not really, because all my friends are over here on Facebook. But there you go. It's nice to be here with you all. What's going on? Right. So what's happening now? As you know, around about this time, we very often have a guest that I interview. And over the last few weeks, we have been bereft of new guests. So we've been revisiting some of the older interviews, which has been nice, right? Very reminiscent, nostalgic. Anyway, we have 2 great guests tomorrow that will be brand new from Australia. However, we are now going to hear me being interviewed by Spiz on my own program. It's a bit weird, but it was kind of fun. Thank you, Spiz. So for the next 25 minutes or so, this is me and Spiros talking about me. Yes, why not? I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, hello. I've done that thing again where I need to be here.
Радиоведущий, продюсер, бывший участник легендарной группы Iron Maiden Тони Мур и молодая белорусская.
Don't give it up, don't let it go. You can be much stronger than you know. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Only love can understand and can feel you. I've gotta give love my best shot. I've gotta give all that I've got. Gotta be honest and truthful. You gotta trust me all the way. You gotta believe when I say you're so perfect and beautiful. I try to be me without you, you see. And I try. Don't worry, take your time, don't hurry. Leave it all to somebody else. Lend you a hand. He's as blind as he can be, just sees what he wants to see. Nowhere, man, can you see me alone? Dear me, when you see what we've done, you're gonna be so proud of us. All your dreams will come true with me. It's just a matter of a little trust. It's just a matter of a little trust. So many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. We can be right together. We are love. We'll keep on shining forever, never fading out.
Now, it's always tough to be the one that has to break the ice and play the first song of the night. So I ask you, please, to put a little extra love and a little extra excitement into your applause and welcome to the stage, Mr. Tony Moore! Well, there we go. That taught me a few things and reminded me of a few other things. I'm here in the library with Spiros Milaris, who is our guest interviewer tonight. I will hand you over to Spiros. Take it away, Spiros.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. This is fun, isn't it? It's a great idea. Rania had this idea, and at first I thought he'll never go for it. And he's a bit of a sport. Well done to Tony, because stuff I'm going to ask you is going to be seriously embarrassing.
Oh dear.
No, I'm not. For those people, I mean, everybody knows you, okay, that's in this group, and it'd be ridiculous of me to say, oh, you know what, he was in Iron Maiden and Cutting Crew, and you know, he had a hit with Radio Java, and he recorded it in Abbey Road. You know, we know all that. We know all this stuff, right? We know about the Kashmir Club. We know about the Bedford. But I want to talk about stuff we don't know about, okay?
Oh dear.
You've won several gold badges, right? From Basker and various, and here's the notable thing about you, okay? They're not for you, they're for things you did for everyone else. This is Tony all over, okay? This is for services to the music industry and other artists, okay? Now, in Malta, this is a good one. I love this one because I can't top this one. I can do most of the stuff you've done, but you know what? I don't have my handprints anywhere, right? You've got your handprints, right, in Malta, in the Walk of Fame.
What
is that about?
Sorry, something cut out there. I do, and you know that the weird. There's a funny story about that. When this was 2008, I think. So when we did it, the guy that normally creates the little hole in the pavement and pours in the quick drying cement wasn't around. And the guy that was doing the presentation had to try and find some quick drying cement at the last minute because there was no one to do it. So he found some and he mixed it up, but he didn't put enough water in it. So basically, by the time you put it in there, it was already hard. So they were trying to press my hand down and pushing me down and standing on my hand to try and get some kind of imprint in there because it was already nearly solid.
Yeah. Oh no. But it's there though.
Yes, it's more of a smudge, but there you go.
But that's, you know what, that's something though. That's really something. It takes a lot to impress me. That impressed me, right? But you can't beat, I mean, for me, right, a huge audience, right? Now, if you've performed to an audience and it's, you know, 1,000 people, that's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
If you perform to an audience of, say, 10,000 people, that's an awful lot of people, right? But that whole gig at Belarus, 500 million people saw that. Yeah. Right. Now I know the ordeal you went through. You want to tell us about you lost your luggage, didn't you?
Well, I will try and keep it short because you know we've only got 15.
Don't worry. This is my show now.
Okay.
We do what we want. We finish when I tell you.
Oh, okay. So, do you know what I'm gonna? I think my microphone seems to be cutting out a little bit. I'm going to move it here. So basically, I'm going to move this. I'm going to bring this other mic in here because the radio microphone on my lapel seems to be cutting out. We don't want to lose some audio. Right. So,
sorry, we've run out of time. Thank you.
So this time last year, I was invited to sing a song at the closing ceremony of the European Games, which is an Olympic event. And there's a very long backstory to that. But essentially, the week that I was meant to fly out, I was going to fly on the Saturday, arrive in the evening, do the sound check, do the dress rehearsal, and then be ready for the show on the Sunday. The Wednesday of that week, I woke up so ill, I honestly thought I'd been poisoned. My head was spinning. And I found out after I was taken to hospital that I had this thing called anyway, it's a kind of vertigo. And they said, you can't take anything for it. You've just got to do some exercises and hope that it clears it up. And I said, well, I need to fly on Saturday. And they went, oh, I don't think so. And I went, I think so. So I managed to nurse myself through to Saturday. It was very, very dizzy, but I could walk and move more or less. And then I got to the airport on Saturday morning, Aeroflot to Moscow, Moscow to Minsk. And the organisers hadn't got me a visa for Russia. So the woman said, I'm sorry, no visa, no travel today. And I said, but I've got to go. Vladimir Putin's the guest of honor. I'm performing there. And she went, not on Aeroflot. So they had to reorganize my flight via a European city where I didn't need a visa to enter the city. So they changed it to Barcelona, but it was in the evening, and it was at Gatwick, and I was at Heathrow, so I had to get to Gatwick on the bus with all my guitars and everything.
And I
I'm
must
feeling
emphasise,
terrible.
I must emphasise, you're dying at this point.
Yes, at this point, I can hardly walk.
You are dying, right? You're a dead man walking, aren't
Yes, but the show must go on, right? That's the
you?
deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get to Gatwick finally, check in, and then I notice that the flight is getting more and more delayed. I'm getting a bit worried. It leaves about 2 hours late, and I arrive on the tarmac in Barcelona at midnight, just as the other gate is last call for the gate going to Minsk. So I rush off the plane. Only to find there's a bus there, so I can't even rush through the terminal. I have to wait for the bus to fill up with everybody else and then drive to the terminal, and then I had to go through security again, and the guy was going home. He put his coat on. He was about to leave because it was the last flight of the night. So he turned the machine on, went through security, and I just got to the gate as they were closing it, and they opened it again for me, got on the plane, got to Minsk, and then the following morning found that my luggage, including my stage clothes, my stage guitar, nothing had made it.
But you had special clothes made,
Yes.
right? You had the special white guitar,
Yes.
right? You had everything coordinated. You were a superstar, rock star. Everything was embroidered with your name on it, and it was the whole big deal.
Yeah.
And you arrived in what you were wearing.
Exactly. So I bought a pair of white jeans, and ultimately I just went, you know what? It's about the performance. The rest is just window dressing. And so as long as you can get... And I had no sound check, no dress rehearsal, no preparation. What you see...
I just want to reiterate one thing I said earlier on. 500 million people
Yes,
are watching this. You're dead. You're
Yes.
a dead man walking.
I
You've
know.
lost your luggage and you're thrown on stage. 500 million people. In fact, the audience there, how many people were there?
Well, there was probably about 60,000 in the arena, 60,000.
Forget the 500 million. 60,000, right, there, right? Anyway, I got to tell you, you're a god, right? That's just right. Let's move on because we're running out of time.
All right.
Right. So that's something that people may not know about. So that's what I want to do. We know you're a pilot. That's boring, right? We know we know your dad was a pianist and a tenor, and your mum was a ballerina, right?
Yeah.
That's why you have all this talent. Okay, it's in your DNA. So we know that too, right? You started early. First music tour at 16. I've done my research, by the way.
Oh, I can see.
Okay. Yeah. But you were a court jester at one point. I think that's a little bit demeaning for you. But
I was broke.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. You needed the money. I get it. You're quite a technological person, which is why this show is able to happen, because you are, you're the floor manager, you're the gopher, the gaffer, you're the presenter, you're the performer, you're the engineer, you're the sound engineer, you're the vision mixer, you're everybody today, right? It's to make this show. And that came in handy, that lifetime of being technical. Being one of the first people that streamed the live music show, that's something else. That's right in the cutting edge. I don't know what a staple judge is for the Poetry Olympics, and I want you to make it a short answer. What the hell is a staple judge?
Well, I think it means staple means regular. So I'm a regular judge, yes.
Oh, okay. You're not like judging staples.
No, although you could try and pin that on me.
Oh dear. Okay, look, I've got some questions here. I'm not going to go for the silly ones, right? Sarah
Okay.
Twist, which sock do you put? Now, if you can answer in one word, right, or in a quick sentence, do so, and then we can rattle through a few of these. Which sock do you put on first in the morning?
I vary it to keep my feet.
No, one, 2 words. Come on, that's a silly question. Fly through.
Left on one day, right on the other.
Okay, here's a good one from Steve Cole. Question for the legend, all right? Of all the people that you've met and worked with over the years, is there one person that you were starstruck with? You went, oh my God, it's this guy, this girl.
Not totally, although I did work with Meatloaf for a little while in the early 80s, and that was at the height of his meatloafiness. He was a very dynamic and charismatic and starry kind of person, right? So it was quite exciting doing that, and I was a little bit in awe of playing keyboards in his band.
And for someone who pretends to be a vegetarian, I suppose that was a little bit daunting.
Well, you know, luckily he didn't try and get me into that in those days. He let me go.
Now,
I could be vegan life.
I have a dilemma. Maureen has sent quite a few through. It'd be unfair to do them all, but so I've picked one that I like. Okay, and then you'll get all the others anyway. But the question is, right? What is the one thing you would like to be remembered for?
Oh, my songs.
Your songs. Great answer.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. All right. Let's move on. See, Maureen asked a silly question, right? She asked us another silly question. I'm gonna ask it because it's silly, because I know the answer before you've even answered it, right? When was the best day of your life?
Oh, well, it's right now.
Yeah, you are. Okay, we knew that. All right. Okay. J Hook Porter says, if you could play in any band, which band would it be and why?
Oh, well, when I grew up, I was desperate to be in Genesis. Tony Banks is such a phenomenal keyboard player, and I still am inspired as I revisit his work, as Steve Griffiths will tell you. Outside of that, I would love to play in Pink Floyd. You know?
Yes. The white side of the bean.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just skipping through some of these questions because I think they're just stuff that you can answer later. They're not that interesting. Because, you know, this is silly stuff. You know, why Vimto? Ian Matthews says, why Vimto?
Well, do you know what? It was, I was in Iceland, not the country, but the superstore, at the very beginning of the lockdown, desperately trying to bulk buy everything I could find, like everybody else, right? Remember those days when you couldn't get toilet paper and every single shelf was empty? Remember the old days of 3 months ago, of 80 nights ago? Well, I knew that we needed some juice and some drink in the house, and all I could get was Vimto. And there was they have those giant 5-gallon bottles of Vimto, the non-fizzy kind, dilutable. So I got one of those, really, and I drank it on the first night. I made some comment about it, and it has stuck ever since. So I just have Vimto all the time now. It's part of the show.
We're gonna have to get them to pay in the show because we're giving them way too much airtime. Okay, I'm going to ask you a silly one. Okay, from Steve Griffiths, because it's silly, but it's one of those chancy ones. You know, the ones where you might just like it because it's a bit chancy. What question have you not been asked that you would like to be asked?
Would you
cheeky, right?
Yes. Would you like to come and open up for me?
Oh,
says every big band in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Maureen says, Maureen Gunnell, she says, any interesting or funny moments from the times you toured with Cutting Crew?
Well, there was loads of them, really, but
we want the one embarrassing one.
The one embarrassing one is the one in Taiwan, in Taipei. In 1987, we were in the Far East, and we did one show in Taipei. What I didn't know, I don't think any of us knew until we got there, was that martial law had only just been relaxed. Chiang Kai-shek had led the long march out of China to Taiwan, and they had destroyed their during the Cultural Revolution, had destroyed all their culture, right? Singing, dancing was banned.
Yeah.
And so we were the first group to play where people were allowed to dance and sing along and stand up in a concert ever.
Wow.
And we played at the basketball arena, which I think has now been pulled down, but there were 60,000 people in there. There's footage on YouTube. If you put Cutting Crew in Taiwan, you'll see it. It's insane, right? And we're doing this incredible show, and it's in the round, so there's people all the way around us. And I'm up towards the back along with Frosty, the drummer. And at the end of the show, we come out for the encore. And the audience are going crazy, and Nick and Kevin and Colin go up to the front to wave to the crowd, and Frosty as well, I think. And I think, oh, do you know what? I'll go and wave to the people at the back, right? Because they've been had my back to them all this night, and all of our backs. We should show some recognition. And the stage was covered in this very thick black rubber matting, and at the back they had all these smoke machines to make it look atmospheric. But the smoke machines were oil based, which meant when the smoke landed on the rubber on the mat, it just dissolved back to oil. And as I ran across the stage, my feet went out from under me, and I slid on my back all the way along the back of the stage, almost off the end. And I'm lying on my back. These people looking down at me like I'm an idiot, and the rest of the band looking around, going, "Where's Tony gone? Well, he was here a minute ago." And I'm trying to look cool, right? It was a very Spinal Tap moment. Steve Griffiths, you'll understand. It was a very Spinal Tap moment as I'm lying there on my back, waving at everyone, almost pretending this is what I'm meant to do.
How funny! How funny! You know David Soames, don't you?
I do know. Yes.
David Soames. You know the bit between the stage and the orchestra pit.
Right.
That's right on the edge, and there's nothing to stop you falling off it.
Yeah.
Well, he fell off it, right? he actually, I was talking to him, turned my back to look at the people on stage. We were putting a show on, and then I turned around and he vanished. He'd actually vanished, just completely disappeared. There's a little story of David. Now, another question we've got from Tamsin Keating.
Hi, Tamsin.
And it says, if you could have any superpower, what would that be?
I think it would be my superpower would be to be able to stop time.
Stop time?
Yes, freeze this moment we're in, so it's the best moment forever for everyone.
Oh wow! But then that means we would never get old.
Exactly, we would just keep reliving the beautiful moments in one moment, and
I'm really looking forward to being old.
Well, that's fine. I will unfreeze it for you.
Tamsin asked another question as well that I'm not going to ask. Right, it's one of those desert island ones. You know, it's just no imagination, Tamsin. Sorry. Yeah, the other one, the superpower one, was good. Okay, David Stark says, when is the best of Tony Moore coming out? Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
In answer to this, right, David, it's going to be an impossible task because every single track is a hit. So the best of Tony Moore would be a big suitcase worth of CDs. If you put it on the internet, you'd break it, right? So I don't know. But answer the question for us. When's it coming out?
I don't know really. I'm still releasing. I haven't finished releasing new stuff. It's hard to say, right? We live in a weird, just being practical, an age of singles really. So I'm going to release No Torty, No Party shortly, and then Best Day of Your Life after that, and then see how we get on, really. I'm trying to give you the best of Tony Moore all the time, really. That's my answer.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How do you parcel it all up? You can't carry it. Yeah. It's just not doable. It's not doable. It's like the infinity question, isn't it? Yes. Where's it end? It doesn't end. No. It doesn't end. The talent's endless. Janice McZag says... Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
She says, which three famous people, living or not? I shouldn't really ask this one because it's same old, but living or not, would you invite to share your butterbean mash?
Oh, well, I'd certainly have John Lennon. And I would definitely have Peter Gabriel. And I think I'd love Randy Newman, actually.
So I'm not involved, right?
No, you're not involved.
So you've got three people, and I'm not one of them.
Well,
no, that's okay. It's okay. I'm not hurt. It's okay. But they're good. They're three good ones. They're three good ones. Lennon, obvious. It's obvious, right? Everyone had Lennon, but you didn't even want to invite me. Did I even come in the fourth position, or?
Well, if there had been a fourth, you'd have been there, of course.
Yeah, you're saying that now. But anyway, I'm not hurt much. Okay, so who would you? Maureen asks, who would you most like to sing with, and why? I'm guessing alive.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't know. Really, it's that's that. Do you know? I would probably like to sing. I'd like to do a duet with Shania Twain.
That's an interesting one. I would never have guessed that.
I was a big fan of Shania Twain. I loved her voice, and I loved what she did.
What's your favourite Shania Twain track?
Oh, Still the One, I think, probably.
Yeah, classic. Ian Matthews asks, and this is a good one, what habits or rituals do you go through to try and get past writer's block?
Well, that's a really, really interesting question, because I never consider it as writer's block. I consider it as my brain is giving me a vacation. So I consider it that my mind is going, it's all right, Tony, you don't have to be very creative right now. Go and do some other stuff. I'll be here for you in a little while when you need me. And so I go off and do some other stuff. And that might be a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months even. And I don't really worry, because I've written lots of things that I'm super proud of. And then I know that there will be a moment where inspiration strikes, and then I can't stop it. So I don't worry about it. I allow it to come in its natural flow, because there are really are times when I don't feel very creative at all, as in writing a song or writing a lyric. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I embrace other things.
That's very, very healthy. That's a healthy, absolutely. Now, here's my favourite question. I just left it to last. I think we're nearly there, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so Joe Griffiths asks, what advice, now here's a dear me question, what advice would you give your 16-year-old self?
Oh, I would read the small print.
Yeah.
Ask more questions, and nothing else really. I don't
eat the yellow snow.
Well, I quite like the yellow snow. It was fine. It wasn't until later that I found out that someone had dropped their Lucasade in the snow, and that was why. Do you know what? It's I don't regret my past, because I had an adventure, and if I went back and changed it by advising myself to do other things, it wouldn't have been the same adventure, you know. And
maybe 9/11 wouldn't have happened though.
Well, you know, it's the butterfly effect. So anything could be the answer there. I mean, really.
But it's a dear me question. I love it. I love it because it's a dear me question. But look what we've done, right?
Yes.
It's going to be okay.
I'm so proud of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question. I like that question. Tony, yes. I'd like to say what a pleasure it was to have this conversation with you, because we don't have an interview question situation before, you know, normally.
No, exactly.
Because, like you said, we don't interview our friends, right?
Right.
But and I knew all that stuff anyway. But I just wanted to say for the last time, and I'm not going to say it again, because after this it's not going to be an interview, right? But I just want to be a gracious interviewer, and say, wow, okay, congratulations, what a life. And I'm in awe of you. I mean, you're an amazing musician. You're an amazing songwriter. You're a beautiful person. You're the best friend in the world, and we're very, very lucky to have you. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And may we have as many of these days as we can possibly cram in.
Absolutely, I agree.
Forever.
Thank you, Spiros. I love you very much, and it was fun to do this tonight.
Yeah, but I wasn't one of the three people. I can't understand how I could not be one of those three. But you're going to see John Lennon and have dinner with him,
favoritism,
and I'm not there. It's just no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not hurt.
All right, wacky stuff, eh? It all happens here. It's the 80th show. Well, there we go. Oh, hello. That was me. And talking to Spiros about me. And there was a lot of me going on there, wasn't there? Yes, thank you, Spiros, for being my friend and for saying such lovely things. I'm glowing still. Right, how are we all doing in the chat room? Yeah, it's my birthday on October the 11th. But this is a weird year for birthdays, so I think I'm just going to skirt right past it. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that this year. Spiros, you did send me a message about the volume level. I've taken something down on my mixer, so just keep me posted what you think the end effect of that is. Right, I'm going to do a classic Tony Moore tune now. This is one that's been very much a part of the history of these 137 shows. We've gathered lots of beautiful souls wonderful friends and a whole ragtag bunch of us marching down this the road less travelled into the future. And we've lost a few on the way as they've got caught up in real life, and we've gained a few on the way that have discovered us along the, here. But you're all part of the family, right? You're all part of this one big, fantastic, light-filled experience. And the more light we can shine, the more brilliant we can illuminate those around us with our love and our positive energy, the much better this world will be. And so I'm going to play I Believe in You, because that's a song that I've probably played more than anything else. And I wrote this song when I didn't have writer's block, because I had some friends that were going through really tough times, and one I was talking to who just was kind of really beside themselves with some of the things they had to deal with. And it just seemed to me that we need to have someone believe in us when things are really tough. And that belief may not change anything externally, but if it can change something internally that can allow us to both deal with the things in a better way and see beyond the problem and the challenge, then that's got to be a good thing. And if there's at least one person that believes in us, honestly, it's the most powerful thing in the world. So I believe in all of you because you've been with me for so long and being part of this journey. So this is for all of you. When everything seems so hard, when life isn't playing fair, when trouble's always at your door, and doubters turn up everywhere, just remember this: don't give it up, don't let it go. You can be much stronger than you know, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Don't turn your back, don't walk away. There is magic waiting every day, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. When everyone shuts you out and nobody seems to care, when tough is just the way each day starts, and hope disappears into thin air, just remember this: don't give it up, don't let it go. You can be much stronger than you know, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Turn your back, don't walk away. There is magic waiting every day, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. If only you could see you as I see you, you'd understand that I know you will come through. So don't give it up, don't let it go. You can be much stronger than you know, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Don't turn your back, don't walk away. There is magic waiting every day, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Don't give it up, don't let it go. You can be much stronger than you know, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. Don't turn your back, don't walk away. There is magic waiting every day, 'cause I believe in you and all that you can do. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. 'Cause I believe in you and all that you can do. things seem so hard when life isn't playing fair. Well, I believe in you. Thanks, everyone. Just having a quick look at the chat room. All good now. Good. Yes. Thank you, Spiros. Thank you, Brian. It's always good to see you. Janice McZag, you going for take the dog for a walk? Thank you very much. Janice, love you very much. Give my love to Pete, or Peter. Don't wish to be too informal. One of the great things about these last 5 months is really understanding that this shared spirit, this shared spirit that we have, is such a powerful and wonderful thing. Taya's spirit, see, arrived in the chat room and immediately inspired me to say that. Thank you, from Slovenia. And she always capitalizes the love within Slovenia, and I love that. That's beautiful. So for that, I'm going to do another song of my canon of work that's about inspiration and the power of all of us to do amazing things. This is a song called Astonishing, because just by being alive, we make a difference. The things we say, the things we do can make such an enormous difference. And sometimes that concept in and of itself is quite overwhelming, isn't it? If we think too deeply. So this is called Astonishing. This is for all of you as well. You're all doing well tonight in the request front. A canopy of stars that hang above your head, a sky that's full of light and distant infrared. It can be overwhelming trying to find a deeper meaning when you're lost and your heart's bleeding away. But you are astonishing. You can do anything. Just trust the power of love you've got inside. You are amazing to me. There's nothing you cannot be. Don't ever doubt you're strong enough. Of course you'll survive. You are astonishing. You are alive. A sea of space that stretches infinitely far. A sense that time is something really quite bizarre. It can be overwhelming trying to find a deeper meaning when you're lost and your heart's bleeding away. But you are astonishing. You can do anything. Just trust the power of love you got inside. You are amazing to me. There's nothing you cannot be. Don't ever doubt you're strong enough. Of course you'll survive. You are astonishing. You are alive. And we are born to pain and tears. And as we grow more fears for things that really don't exist. Just listen to these words you can't resist. 'Cause you are astonishing. You can do anything. Just trust the power of love you got inside. You are amazing to me. There's nothing you cannot be. Don't ever doubt you're strong enough. Of course you'll survive. You are astonishing. You are alive. You are astonishing. You are alive. You are astonishing. Yes, you all are. It's astonishing how astonishing you are. A few things to talk about. And I know Rania has been fabulous in her updating of links and dropping of information. So at this point, I want everybody to put their digital hands together and show their appreciation and support. Appreciation for the support that I get so constantly on the show from Spiros and Rania. Spiros, who's such a dear friend and has worked so hard behind the scenes creating lots of these very funky little stings and jingles and helping to create some of these crazy rooms inside my mind palace. And also to Rania for working so hard to make sure that all the right information is in the right place at the right time. Not an easy thing to do. Sarah, you're ready to be shot out of a cannon. Oh, hello. It's very interesting. So big thank you to you both. I love you very much. Now, tomorrow, as Rani has posted, it's the radio show that I do every Saturday morning. It's going to be between 12 midday and 2 p.m. UK time. The link, Rani, I think is already posted, but you can find it on Soho Radio on the Culture channel. And it's a great show. If you haven't heard it, it's lots of fun. I work very hard to put together a very cool show that's a mixture of brand new music that you won't have heard, but I'm sure you'll love, and some classics and some features and some competitions and all kinds of stuff. So that's happening. Plus the wine. I did see a little Route 66 link. For anyone who's just joined and who's new, I have my own signature label of wine, and I'm very excited about it. It's a beautiful wine. It's a delicious wine. And I know lots of people have been very supportive and already bought some. If you would like to avail yourself of some Route 66 Tony Moore exclusive wine with labels designed by me, you can get 20% off everything, including the other wines on the website as well. Just use the code Tony20. What else should I need to tell you about? Tomorrow night, we've got the next show and the last show this week, and I have two special guests that I will be interviewing live in Australia. Yes, I'll tell you more about that later. Any questions at this point? We are, oh my goodness me, we are at the last two song points. How quickly did that come around tonight? You don't drink and you bought some. Thank you. It's up on the shelf with a CD for a special occasion. Well, that's a very lovely thing. Thank you, everybody. So, anything you'd like to say before we go home? Because I'm going to do two more tunes, and then it's off to Butterbean Mountain for me. So this next song is called "Chasing Ghosts," and I'm going to dedicate this one to Sarah, who thinks that this would make a good metal song. And actually, I kind of agree with her. I can hear that. This song is... I wrote this song very, very, very quickly. I think I haven't told the backstory of this for a long time, if ever. So I saw a message. I think I got an email. There was a Korean kind of K-pop band, slightly more mature, but looking for a kind of crossover hit record, or a song, right, to make as a record. And but there was only like 6 hours to submit this song, and I was in my flat where I have almost no equipment at all. At the moment, where I'm surrounded by all my gear and my recording stuff, and I can make records and do all kinds of stuff here. But I was in and this is my mum's place, but I was in my own flat, and I really had almost no equipment. I had a little special travel keyboard that's like super flat and tiny, that doesn't feel nice to play, but allows you to plug it into a computer just to import some chords and things. And so I wrote this song in about half an hour, and I just used some basic loops and bits of sounds that were in this software program, and sang it with no great volume because it was quite late at night. And obviously they didn't do it, but I really like the song, so that's how I wrote it. And the idea behind it was I was trying to do something that could be like a slightly atmospheric, slightly 80s pop production, but could have a bit of edge to it as well. and it's really all about losing the person that you love, but not being able to let go of them. And now it's like chasing ghosts, because it's that kind of sixth sense thing, right? You can see them everywhere, but you can't touch them and feel them in the way that you used to. Right, here we go. I've gotta live in an empty world on my own, all alone. I've gotta learn how to be only one. What can I do to be two? But time keeps ticking away, and I can feel you pass right through me, but never touch you like I used to do. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, and I can hear you whisper softly, your words upon the wind are carried through. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, like they were you. I find I'm lost and I don't have the strength to go on of the you I know. You always said to move on with my life and start again, but I just remain, 'cause time keeps ticking away, and I can feel you pass right through me, but never touch you like I used to do. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, and I can hear you whisper softly, your words upon the wind are carried through. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, like they were you. And everywhere I look, I see your face. You're in every inch of every space. You're the breath I breathe to have to live. I can feel you pass right through me, but never touch you like I used to do. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, and I can hear you whisper softly, your words are carried on the wind right through. This is my favorite insanity. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you, like they were you. Chasing ghosts like they were you. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you. I'm chasing ghosts like they were you. Yeah, I almost remembered it. Got to do these songs more. Got to rehearse. That's it. Got to rehearse. That's going to be my New Year's resolution for 2021. Rehearse a bit. Right. So everybody. Oh, can I play it in a room where I can see your hands? Okay. Oh, hello. Showing off there, but it didn't work. There we go. Want to see the hands working? Okay, time for the final song. Yes. So you know what I'm going to say? You can't live in the past. It's been and gone. It's like a country what you no longer have a visa to visit. Conversely, you cannot live in the future. The future is an unwritten book. Who knew I would burp at that moment? See what I mean? We cannot predict what will happen. The only thing that we can experience, the only thing that we can understand, the only thing that we can enjoy is the moment we're in right now. And for the last 2 hours, we spent 2 hours worth of moments enjoying them greatly and passionately. However, sometimes all of us postpone pleasure for something else. We're in a tough place and we think, if this changes, then I'll feel better. But it might not change, or the thing that you want to come to make that change may not come. So we have to look into each moment and go, even the tough ones, what can we extract from this? What positive, what beauty can we find in the darkness and make it grow and light and enjoy? Because if we can make every moment the best moment, we can add those up to making every day the best day of our lives at the end of each day. And so far, this is the best day of my life. Absolutely. Can't argue with that. You gotta get yourself up. The sun is shining, but the day won't wait for you. If you're not there, everybody else will take your share, 'cause backseat drivers are just survivors. So grab the wheel and take control and live for today. It's the present that you've been given. Don't dream away precious moments you could be living now. You gotta get out of bed, motivate your aching bones, you sleepyhead. Don't hesitate, 'cause everybody else is wide awake. And don't be lazy, it drives me crazy to see you miss the boat again. So live for today, it's the present that you've been given. Don't dream away precious moments you could be living right here and now. There's no future if you don't try to live for today. For today, it's the best day of your life, and it lasts so little time. To waste it is a crime. Well, it's a crime, yeah, 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 yeah. So live for today, it's the present that you've been given. Don't dream away precious moments you could be living right here and now. There's no future if you don't try to live for today. For today, it's the best day of your life, and it's the best day of your life. Now I need you to sing along with me. It's the best day of your life. Brian and Greg, it's the best day of your life. Tamsin and Anne, it's the best day of your life. The entire Totses, it's the best day of your life. All the Wattses, it's the best day of your life. All the Malarises, it's the best day of your life. Okay, the McZags, because I know you're listening with a dog. It's the best day of your life. Every single person on the planet together. If I missed you out, then I didn't mean it, but can you sing with me? It's the best day of your life. That's it, folks. Show's over. Back tomorrow. Got great live interview coming up at 8:30 in the first hour of the show. So don't miss it. And I will try and not be late myself. So take care wherever you are in the world. Thanks for everything, Spiros and Rani. I love you all. Bye.